Lifehouse Theater Outreach.
Ministry.
Friends.
The arts.
Dance. Our first touring production is called A Song in My Heart. It tells the stories behind great hymns, the authors who wrote them, and the events that inspired the composing of such songs as It Is Well With My Soul, Blessed Redeemer, and many others. People are often surprised and moved by how hymns have been written.
So being part of Lifehouse Theater Outreach has been a huge blessing for me. Getting to go places and to talk to people and reach people with the stories that we tell.
Heroes is a fun, vaudeville-style approach to relating famous stories from the Old Testament, such as David and Goliath, Daniel and Job. Through zippy songs and comedy, we profile great heroes of faith and help a new generation discover God's presence in history, as well as how He is present today.
I would be lying if I said that being an LTO isn't fun, but the truth is it isn't always fun, because there is real work involved, and sometimes the hours are awful and incredibly inconvenient.
Once Upon a Dream is a fantasy tale that addresses many current social problems such as substance abuse and other issues that challenge families today. The audience meets a man named Joe and his daughter Sarah. With the help of an angel and God's divine intervention, the two of them bridge the proverbial generation gap and learn how much they actually have in common. The hopeful message presented is that God is the source of solutions and positive grid for living. So far, the reaction to this dramatic musical has been stunning. Many people are moved to tears as they recognize issues that have hit a nerve with them, and they are inspired by the hope of God's love and redemption.
One of my favorite moments was when we went to Teen Challenge. A man came up to me and he had tears in his eyes. He extended his hand out and he said, "I'm an alcoholic and that's why I'm here. I have a daughter named Sarah and I lost her because of alcoholism, and you've given me some hope that I'll get her back someday." So ministry is uncomfortable, and but it's fulfilling and it makes us happy and we love to do it.
Or like the woman that I met a few weeks ago who took my hand and was starting to say something, and then she just walked away because she was starting to cry and she didn't want to cry in front of me. When I see those things happening, I realize that it's all worth it and that God really is using us to touch hearts and to change lives.
Over the past 4 years, Lifehouse Theater Outreach has been blessed to minister at over 50 locations. Some of those including Harvest Christian Fellowship in Riverside, where we've ministered multiple times, Chino Institute for Women, and 2 years ago we traveled to Portland, Oregon, where we were able to share the gospel to 4 churches in 3 days, traveling 2,500 miles, and just seeing God's work in each and every situation. So when you think about us, pray for us.